While it may not be on the same level as Stephen Colbert taking over for David Letterman or Jay Leno replacing Johnny Carson, replacing a man that's been with the Pembroke Fire Department for 42 years and has been the fire chief for the past 20 can be a daunting task. New Chief Mike Hill is taking it all in stride. Hill was named the official chief on September 14th, so we stopped in to get his take on his new position and give us a department update.
While the news may have flown under the radar, Pembroke's fire department now has a new chief. His name is Mike Hill, and he was the interim chief from March of 2015 until just a few weeks ago in September, when the interim tag was removed from his title, making him the official chief. Looking at the clutter in his office, however, it's tough to tell the old chief ever left. Replacing the man who sat in that seat for the past 20 years and was with the department for the past 42 leaves Hill with some pretty big shoes to fill. The new chief will also be taking on most of the same problems as his predecessor, as well as dealing with the day-to-day operations. How he takes it all in could define his legacy here at the department.
Well, right now we need to fill several positions. Going to be promoting a deputy, probably from the ranks of captain. Will be from the ranks of the captains. And then we need to promote a captain from the ranks of firefighters, and then we already have one position that is left open from retirement. So then we'll have to conduct a test and fill those two firefighter paramedic positions.
Never mind the fact that the building turns 40 in 2016, or that the ceilings are water-stained and crumbling. With only 6 personnel available on any given shift, the department can easily find itself shorthanded in a hurry.
You know, if we get 2 ambulance calls at the same time, that's 4 people out the door, that leaves 2 behind. So if you get a fire as your 3rd call, that's 2 people going to a building fire. 1 has to operate the pump, leaving 1 person to effectively almost have to do everything himself. And if he has to perform a rescue, then it's just a recipe for disaster.
Getting more personnel means going to the town and requesting funds to make it possible. It's a request that Chief Hill feels the town will understand.
It is a financial issue. It's going to be a pretty big burden for the town to uphold, but it's a necessity that a growing town is going to have to realize and make happen sooner or later before something really tragic happens.
For the most part, a lot of the day-to-day is the same thing with just a new boss in charge. But Chief Hill does see some hope on the horizon.
Hopefully the plans we have as a department will come to fruition and we'll get that coverage back up in North Pembroke. At the very least, get 1 or 2 more people on shift so that we can handle that call load that we have efficiently.
Reporting for PCN from the Pembroke Fire Department headquarters, I'm Brian Sullivan.